Kevin Costner's estranged wife wants kids to ride in private planes, go on luxury vacations with her. Kevin Costner's estranged wife, Christine Baumgartner, wants their 3 children to continue living lavishly despite their divorce. The handbag designer has asked a court to order the Yellowstone star to pay her nearly $200,000 in monthly child support so their children can maintain the same standard of living when they are in her care. The court is required to set child support at a level that, when the children are with Christine, they live a lifestyle relatively comparable to the one they enjoy when they are with their father, Baumgartner's legal team wrote in a brief filed ahead of their August 31st hearing, per Us Weekly. The court order must allow the children to be supported at a level commensurate with Kevin's considerable wealth, even if that level of support also improves the standard of living of Christine. Baumgartner's legal team said her children, Caden, 16, Hayes, 14, and Grace, 13, should live in a comparable house to Costner's when they are in their mom's custody. Additionally, the mom of 3's attorneys wrote that the children should be able to go on comparable vacations when they are with her, which includes flying private. Because the children fly on private aircraft to go on luxury vacations when they are with their father, the family code dictates that Kevin should pay sufficient child support to Christine so that the children can go on comparable vacations when they are with her, her lawyers stated in the brief. In this case, the guideline child support requested by Christine of $175,057 per month will not be sufficient to replicate Kevin's lifestyle, but it will be sufficient to allow her to provide a lifestyle for the children which is relatively comparable. Over the weekend, Page 6 exclusively obtained photos of Costner, 68, getting off a pricey G5, which can be chartered at an hourly rate between $8,500 to $11,500 at the Santa Barbara airport. The Hidden Figures star's luxury trip from Scotland came days after Baumgartner, 49, accused him of concealing his finances amid their contentious divorce. Last week, the model asked a court to compel the Oscar winner to produce documents related to his business ventures, according to a court filing obtained by People. Baumgartner claimed that her estranged husband's net worth has quadrupled to $400 million over the course of their 18-year marriage. She filed for divorce from Costner in May, citing irreconcilable differences. Since then, the exes have been involved in a contentious divorce battle over child support, expenses, and property. In July, a judge ordered the dad of 7 to pay his estranged wife $129,755 per month in child support for their 3 kids, although she originally asked the court for $248,000 a month. The Bodyguard actor was also ordered to cover $200,000 in attorney's fees and $100,000 in forensic costs. Baumgartner had to adhere to their 2004 prenup and move out of their shared family home by July 31st. Meanwhile, Kevin Costner refused to discuss if he would return to Yellowstone for season 6 with estranged wife Christine Baumgartner as pair's acrimonious divorce battle rumbles on. Kevin Costner allegedly kept his estranged wife Christine Baumgartner in the dark about whether or not he would be returning to Yellowstone for a 6th season. Baumgartner, 49, accused her husband of refusing to discuss his options for season 6 in a brief filed by her attorneys before their upcoming child support hearing, according to Us Weekly. Her attorneys alleged that Costner refused to answer questions about whether he was offered the opportunity to star in the upcoming season or if he simply chose to quit. Costner is currently hashing out a child support arrangement with Baumgartner, and his Yellowstone role came into question as lawyers for his estranged wife attempted to calculate his earnings for their future agreement. The estranged couple, who were married for 19 years before their split earlier this year, have sons Caden, 16, Hayes, 14, and daughter Grace, 13. The brief also claimed that Costner will continue to receive financial compensation from Yellowstone following his departure, as he is entitled to a percentage of profit participation from the program irrespective of his 13 participation in season 6 or beyond. The brief alleged that Costner earned $11 million for the 4th season of Yellowstone, or $1.1 million for each episode. Season 5 saw him receive $10 million, meaning he made $1.25 million per episode. For a while, Baumgartner wasn't the only person wondering about Costner's future on the hit Paramount show. Speculation swirled for months whether or not Costner would remain on the show amid an alleged rift with Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan, and it was all unclear until only recently after ET Online reported that the current 5th season would be his last. In July, Costner said he expected his income to drop dramatically now that he was no longer on the show. The actor is reportedly the highest-paid actor on TV, rumored to have earned $1.3 million per episode of the award-winning show. His ex claimed that in 2022, when he appeared in 8 episodes, he earned $24.5 million from Yellowstone and other sources. But the actor said he is expecting his income to drop dramatically now that he has left the program in order to make his 4-film Western epic, Horizon. "I will earn substantially less in 2023 than I did in 2022, he predicted. "This is because I am no longer under contract for Yellowstone, the principal source of my income last year. The fixed amount, pay or play and episodic compensation I received has ceased. Now, any compensation I earn from Yellowstone will derive only from my back-end contractual participation rights. A star's percentage of the proceeds, once the show is in profit. The most recent report from the producer for Yellowstone shows I am not now owed any participation money, although I have disputed this. So far in 2023, I have yet to receive any participation compensation from Yellowstone." Following furious speculation about the end of the hit Western series and reports of a sensational feud between himself and the show's creator Taylor Sheridan, the actor stated in court documents that he doesn't anticipate being on location for at least the rest of 2023, despite the show being slated to start filming on the second half of Season 5 in August. Earlier this year, it was confirmed that Yellowstone will end after the second half of the 5th season, with Kevin finishing his run as rancher John Dutton in the hit Paramount series to focus on other projects. However, while production on the second half of Season 5 was due to start in a matter of months at the time, according to Deadline, court documents submitted as part of Costner's divorce proceedings against former spouse Christine suggest he wouldn't take part in filming. In court papers seen by DailyMail.com, "I do not anticipate that I will be on location for at least the rest of 2023. The documents, which contained explosive claims as Costner and his wife of 18 years, Christine, engaged in a bitter divorce, revealed that he would be returning to California that month to be with his children. At the time, doubt had already been cast over whether the show would be able to begin filming again as a result of the writers' strike. At the time, the SAG-AFTRA strike had not yet begun. In June, Sheridan hinted that Costner's iconic character John Dutton was never going to be around until the end of the show. "My opinion of Kevin as an actor hasn't altered," Sheridan said in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter. "His creation of John Dutton is symbolic and powerful, and I've never had an issue with Kevin that he and I couldn't work out on the phone," Sheridan said. "But once lawyers get involved, then people don't get to talk to each other and start saying things that aren't true and attempt to shift blame based on how the press or public seem to be reacting. He took a lot of this on the chin, and I don't know that anyone deserves it. His movie seems to be a great priority to him, and he wants to shift focus. I sure hope the movie is worth it and that it's a good one." The creator added, "I'm disappointed. It truncates the closure of his character. It doesn't alter it, but it truncates it.